Hello students, today we will be discussing one new subject, that is strategic financial management for your CMA final course. Under that we will be discussing under lease financing. We know that the basics of lease in our intermediate syllabus also some portions. हमने इधर डिस्कस करेंगे जो लीज में क्या बेनिफिट है, ये फिनेंसिंग कैसे होता है, व्हाट आर द बेनिफिट्स फॉर दिस थिंग्स, ये सब विषय में हमने डिस्कस करेंगे. फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल जो है कंसेप्ट ऑफ लीज, ये जो कंसेप्ट है ये कैसे डेवलप हुआ है आप पहले देखोगे. जे लीज इज बेसिकली एन एग्रीमेंट बिटवीन टू पार्टीज. कौन कौन पार्टी है? टू पार्टीज, commonly known as the lessor and lessee. Two parties. Any agreement, it will be more than two parties will be there. So at least two parties will have to be there. इसमें so इसमें क्या कौन कौन है? Lessor and lessee. Lessor conveys the assessee the right to use. You see that he is not giving the ownership, he is giving the right to use only the asset for an agreed period of time. सपोज 5 साल के लिए, 10 साल के जितना है, फॉर ए पेमेंट ऑफ सीरीज ऑफ पेमेंट इंस्टॉलमेंट. दैट पेमेंट सिस्टम इज देयर, दैट वी कैन कॉल एज द लीज रेंटल. सो नाउ वी कैन रिकैपिचुलेट दैट parties which are associated with those lease, that is lessor, that is the owner of the assets, and the lessee, the utilizer, who can utilize in exchange of certain installment payments, that we can call here lease rental. Lessor is the owner of the asset, conveys the right to use the assets. He can convey through an agreement जे in exchange of some point of lease rental आप utilize कर सकते ये asset को. And lessee is the person who makes either the lump sum payment or for the use of these assets, part payment or lump sum payment for assets utilize करने के लिए. So these are the basics of your under lease financing. This is the thing, your what is the lease, what are those parties are there, what are their functions, we have discussed there. So this is the here lease financing. Now we will discuss with there what are the different types of lease. Different types of lease. One type of lease, your this things finance lease. Another is your operation lease. So two types of lease. All these details lease we will be discussing in next point of way. Now we will be discussing here what are the advantages of lease. See, you see that advantages of lease we will be discussing both from the point of view from the lessor and lessee. First we will be discussing from the lessor point of view. What are the benefits will be available to the lessor? Number one, full security. See, full security in the sense ownership will be in his hand. He just utilizations right to use that power is there, but ownership is not handing over. Number two, tax benefit. This is very vital. You see, under the lease financing, even he is giving the empowering to the lessor to utilize that asset, but depreciation charge, depreciation claim, he can make it. So in his income tax return filing, the depreciation charge is just as a utilizer, he can claim that. So that means assets 1% of his these things expenditure is getting recovered. Now number 3 point is your high profits. See, higher depreciation as an expenditure claim, higher depreciation claiming as an expenditure, and their capital recovery. See how capital recovery is there. Once you are say for 10 years you are charging the depreciation, so every year 1/10 of your assets, your capital recovery will be there, no? So that is the point under the lease financing. Next, your that thing, your trading on equity. Equity. So equity control will be there. These things. You see that is that thing the substantial amount of borrowed fund. You see that how is that thing? See here trading on equity, he should not have sufficient fund in your hand. He can take the money borrowed from the bank, and from that borrowed fund, after giving the lease, whatever the rentals will come, he can make his banking installment. So this will be the easy for the from the point of view from the lessor's point of view. Now we'll be discussing what are the advantages or benefit from the point of view of lessee. That means who is utilizing these assets. See, lessee, what are the benefits you will be getting for that? Lessee will be getting the benefits for that. Your number A, source of financing. You see, with the small payment in the form of lease rent, he can utilize the asset. The asset instead of entire capital expenditure not making. So without investing the entire fund of money, so he need not worry for that. So part payment of your lease rental, he can utilize these assets. Number 2 is benefit is there. Modulation of ownership, what does it means? Without diluting the ownership or control of promoters. You see, he can utilize the asset without diluting the ownership or control of the promoters. He can utilize the assets, but that benefit or that control will not be available in case of जैसे your equity finance or debt finance. That facility will not be available, these things. So these are the 2 points for that. Another benefits are there for lessee. Those are the things are there. Number C, no lessor control. Independent to lease. See, once become that lease agreement is signed, the lessor's control will not be there. He has the absolute authority to control this property, and regular basis the lessor cannot interfere. His duty only to pay the regular lease rental only. Another important benefit is your tax benefit. You see, tax benefit, how it is there? Here it is your this lease rentals. are treated as an expenditure. You understand that? See, it isn't treated as an expenditure, at the same time you are utilizing assets without investing the money. This is also your tax benefit is there, your cost of assets being amortized. Matlab, see, whatever the lease rental you are making payment, you are taking and you are claiming as an expenditure in your income tax filing time. So one portion of that asset portions you are getting it. Once you are utilizing, that is one thing, and expenditure one you are debiting one portion of assets, it is getting amortized on that way. And number E, your less risk. Risk of obsolescence will not be there. Risk of obsolescence will not be there. How? In case of this changing your technology or something, that you can replace that, because this risk of obsolescence will lie with your lessor, not you. Another important point is there, your sale and leaseback. See, you should have that leaseback arrangement also will be there. Will be there. So these are the benefits of your under your lease financing, both lessor and lessee. So this lease financing is a little big chapter, so it will be taking 1 or 2 or 3 discussions. So today we can talk it here. It is part 1 discussion. So after these discussions we are concluding this video here. Subsequent pages, subsequent videos we will be discussing on the rest of the part. So please do subscribe to my channel so that whenever the new video will come for your final level syllabus, it will be coming to you. We are ending the video here. Have a good day.